Next, I'm also doing a tutorial for Moai. Is King Kong a monkey or an ape? I don't know. I think he's an ape. But yeah, next up, my final tutorial that I'll be doing is a tutorial of another Konami game. Just gotta test one thing real quick. All right. Oh, you must be kidding me. Well, we were fasting. Yeah, okay. But yeah, Moai, another Konami game, as I said. The goal for this game is to just finish 15 rounds. So this is sort of like a cute puzzle platformer. Basic controls, you got your left, right, down, A for the jumps, and B for the headbutt. And yeah, the screen can wrap around like that. You want to rescue these sort of, I don't know what they are. I guess there are Moai heads as well. You grab all of them, you go to the door, hold up, and you beat the level. You press select. If you happen to mess up a level, say I do like that, you don't have to wait. Well, okay, you can also get hit by the rock. But rather, let's say I play a level like this. I'll do like this and like, oops. Well, you can just press select, and then you, yeah, sort of go up into heaven. But if you press start during this sequence, you cancel out sort of like the flying thing. So if you die or have to suicide, press start and you cancel out. Like you die real quick. Whoops, that was a game over. Also, an important thing. This is Famicom only. Important thing as well. I'm gonna make a save state here since I can use save states in this game. Is if I press start and don't hold anything, you see it brings up this sort of stage and rest info. Now, if I press start and just hold A, you skip all that. And that saves a lot of time throughout the run. So, in between, like right as a stage starts, hold A and you skip that thing. Skip the sort of like which stage you're on and how many lives you've got. So just hold A and bam, you go into the next level immediately. It's really important. Remember, hold A. So as I said, you have to collect all these sort of pink dudes. Get the pink dudes, and then go to the door. And that's really the game. Now this game has a couple of tricks. You see, I just did a zip down there. Get another zip here if I would like to, like that. The inputs for the zip is actually it's quite simple. So what you do is that in order to do a zip, actually I'm just gonna restart anyway. Okay, whatever. Let's make a proper tutorial. Sorry guys, I'm not really normally a tutorial guy, but let's go for it. So as I said, hold A. Hold up. You can even just hold up even before you get the door in order to finish the level as soon as possible. So these rocks, you can either walk into them to like push them like that, it takes like a second, or you can headbutt them, but that sends them flying. And if they make contact with you, you die. This game is one hit death. It's useful in a couple places to headbutt rocks, but simply for this level you have to push them. Same goes for this level, you have to push the rock. with all your pink little friends. So you go around, so it's faster. Whoops, I was too fast there. Whoops. It's too quick. Okay, I'm not too fast this day. Okay, we're good now. We're good. Now this level does have a zip. It's definitely not required. It just saves a tiny bit of time. Use bomb. If you hold B and down and press B, use a bomb. It's slightly faster to jump and headbutt things. Quite precise too. You have to press A and then B in order to have jumping, like quick jumping headbutt, and still hit ground enemies. Take some practice. I think I say about 0.3 seconds for each one of these you do. It sort of adds up during the run, for sure. So here I can headbutt the rock since it hits the wall like that. Just keep on going. See these... There's sort of difference between these blocks. See these sort of yellow blocks, you know, they're stable. The blue ones are not, so if you destroy that one, they fall. I'm able to complete the level. So, destroy the blue ones, don't destroy the yellow one. Grab your last little buddy and you're out of the level. Remember the holding. But really, mechanics in this game are simple. The goal is quite simple as well for this game. Use 15 stages. Whoops. Jumping headbutt. Let's say I would recommend like having notes of sort of which direction to hold at the start of the level. Like you have to remember, or else you have to remember which level is next. Since you skip the you skip sort of like the stage text. You skip this text, so you don't get to see which stage is next. So this one I know, okay, I need to hold left. I don't need to see which stage is next. Slightly faster, use the bomb there. Hold right in this one. This one's a bit more complex, but just copy what I do and you'll be able to sort of do it. I believe this is sort of the fastest way of doing it without using any sips. Kill that guy for safety. The big guys, those guys with helmets, they throw knives. And they are, I'd say they are random. They are the random part about this run. Now for this stage, where do you go? I don't remember where to go glitchless in this one. Do you go? No, you don't go right. You go up here, right? Put a bomb here. Put that one down there. Let's go around here. This is how I would do it. Next one, hold right. Another one of these sort of very block heavy levels. Just copy what I do. Now these guys, see, they can stop at random and sort of spit out their knife. You have to be wary of that. Like sometimes, like say I'm ready to drop down here and he would like stop. And sometimes if he stops at, see where it, see, okay, that was no issue. But anyways, you have to pay attention, be ready if they were to spit out their knife, because then that means that it's very likely that you would die. Now this next level has, I'll say, the most time-saving trick in the run. Okay, so I'm gonna do jump. These jump ones again, but if you do this too quickly, bam! Little Moai gets a headache and he's unable to do anything for the next, I don't know many seconds, but at least 5. So in order to prevent this, you sort of have to, I don't really know how, really, but see it happen right there. According to the task, you have to press A at random points. But really what I do in order to prevent it, I sort of just take random breaks. Like I stop for a brief moment, like right here, I've hit some, I stop, hit some, stop, hit some. It usually works out. I'm gonna try it again. There, avoided it that time. Now, here's a very neat trick. See, no, what I could do here actually, well, yo, how do you use the spring? Do you have to hold it? Oh, there we go. Whoa. See, I'm currently unable to beat the level, or so it seems. But you can do a zip through this block. It's pretty easy. So what you want to do is you want to jump against this block, right? You jump against it, well, and hold right, like you hold against the block. And then as soon as you start falling, you tap left. So again, I jump, I hold against the wall, like in this case I hold right, and then as soon as I start falling, switch and hold left for a tiny bit, and I zip into the wall, and I can exit on the right side by just holding right, and it skips destroying all of those blocks. Big skip. There's a slightly better way of doing this. If you're fast enough, because you notice how I got stunned, and that stun animation occurs when Moai falls from a great distance. So if I were to... Why is this so hard to time? I want to destroy this box, but anyways, what happens right there is the same as this. The game thinks I've been falling for a very long time, so bam, you get stunned. Stun. But if you're fast enough on the zip input, like you're really fast on, like after you press that left bit, you start holding right. Whoops. Bam, you can avoid getting stunned, and that saves a lot of time compared to getting the stun. It's definitely worth doing the zip anyway if you were to get stunned, because I know you save so much time. So again, hold right, and as soon as I start descending, I stop holding right, switch over to hold, just tapping left for just a short period of time, then I can walk out. Again, if you do it fast enough, whoops. If you exit the wall fast enough, you can do it without getting stunned. Last 3 levels, these ones are really simple. There's not much to these at all. Just copy what I do and you'll be doing good. I'd say my fastest time for this is 4 minutes, and I would say that I think with practice, I would say that you'll definitely able to get under sub 430 consistently with practice. Just it's not about memorization really. There are a few tight spots with the zips that really can save or lose your time, but those are all 15 stages. Again, I'm just gonna show off one zip again real quick. So I'm holding A here just to skip all the... just in order to go to the next level as soon as possible. Again, holding A, holding left. Yeah, if you hit this thing, it's sort of like a POW block in Mario Bros. You don't need it, but just want to show it up. Alright, so for this level, it's a level where I go for a zip. It's not required. We had the bomb. Normally we pick up the bomb, hold down B, blow that up, get that little dude, but you can make a zip through here. Whoops, I'm not doing it well enough at the moment. Like that. Save a lot of time. Well, it doesn't save a lot of time, but it saves a couple of seconds. So I would do no level like this. There's an even faster way of doing the level. I'm gonna try it once. I'll probably fail. I don't go for this yet. Like this, and then you would. Okay, I'm gonna retry it once more. Actually, I would not recommend doing this in the big 20. I would recommend learning that zip, but there's a quirk to that zip, but I will get to that very soon. Like that. That's the fastest way of doing the level, I think. Well, ended up being slower than my regular run. Oh well, it's whack. Anyways, this zip. If you do this and get stunned, you will die. So in order to do this zip, you have to be quick enough to get out without getting stunned. If I do this, if I do this as fast as possible, I mean, like that, I will die. Remember, if you die, press start, and you start, and you barely lose any time. See how fast the death is. Game over. So I'm doing optimal, learn how to do this zip, how to exit the wall fast enough so that you don't get stunned. So if I do a level like that, I finish it in 8:41 on the in-game timer. And if I do the level the intended way, see, we get a... Whoops, messed up there. Sloppy, but you'll see it's slower anyway. 8:24. But really, my advice to you, if you get stunned, like, the important part of avoiding the stun is to start holding right as soon as you clip into the wall. Like, as soon as I clip into the wall, bam, hold right. Like, as soon as or opposite here, hold left. Oops, I would have died if I didn't it there. But really, if you want to go for this zip and you're like, if you fail, if you get stunned, just suicide and retry. But it's all about holding right as soon as possible. And this is sort of the biggest time save there is in the biggest, like, most important trick to learn. I mean, doing the zip without getting stunned. If you want the best time possible in this big 20 race. There's not much to the game other than that for this goal. That's what I have to say. But anyways, I'm gonna do a run now. Let's say my best time is 4 minutes and 1 second. Let's see what kind of time we can get for 15 rounds. So yeah, the goal is just to beat round 15 for this one. Yeah, let's go for it. So here's Moai. I hold up before I even get to the door. Holding A right now. Holding A. Oops, failed the swag. So here's the zip, if you can get it fast enough. Okay, first try. If you get it first try, you have to wait for those guys to spawn. Oops. Jumping, some of the jumps are kind of tight, like it's very high gravity in this game. He drops like a rock. I mean, he is a rock. Now for this level, you can do the next level slightly faster, slightly more YOLO strat, but this strategy I do is also quite fast and pretty safe. You stand on the edge of the rock there and you avoid the bats. So next level you hold left to wrap around the screen. Wrap around again. Right, next stage is hold left as well. I'm gonna use the bomb just to save a couple of frames. It's a couple of frames faster than just walking off. So here's a big block level. Really just copy what I do. Seems to me to be sort of the fastest way for real time. Oops, I messed up. Okay, don't copy what I do. Yeah, we actually did mess up. Good tutorial. Actually, I'm just gonna suicide, just show you the proper way of doing the level. That was not the proper way at all. So you jump up here like that. That's how you do it. And if you're fast enough, you can make it down there, or lucky enough, you can make it down there. Again, I definitely recommend taking him out. Next level you hold left. I'm gonna go for a sip here. This sip doesn't save much time at all. It really only saves time if you get it first or second try. And without getting stunned too, obviously. Like that. I just barely saved some time there. Hold right. See, he almost got me. He stopped short because he threw his rock. I think I messed up this level as well. Oh well. That's okay, that's fine. Really didn't cost us much time, if any at all. So next level has the big time saving sips. I'm gonna be a bit careful here. We're not gonna just go. I know we definitely don't want to get the headache. Just waste a lot of time. So I'm just doing a bunch of like seemingly random inputs in order to avoid it. Again, sip here. Oops. Really easy level. Next two levels are also very simple. Just hold left at this. We'll start this one. You don't have to do jumping headbutts, but it do save a tiny bit of time. This one is quite tight if you want to go for it, but no problem. This level's really simple. And there we go, we finished in 4:30, like I said. Yeah, 4:34. Well, that was more like 4:30 with a very costly depth. So I would say with practice, you can definitely get this down to 4:30, even without doing some of the harder sips. Definitely do recommend doing the sip in, I don't remember the stage number, but the big sip. That saves a lot of time through the pink blocks. But really, this game is like simple game, simple goal. Fun game too. This is stage 16, we're not gonna play this stage. Really, if people have any questions or anything, inquiries, just by all means go ahead and ask. I don't think there's much to talk about other than what I've said. And how do we beat this level? Do we need a rock? Yeah, we probably need a rock. Where's my save state? Oh, it's in this level. Yeah, it is straightforward. Simple puzzle platformer. You can save sometimes by doing these sips. sort of main speed technique. So again, the input is you hold against the wall, and then as soon as I'm holding, as soon as you start descending, if you turn around, press the other way, and that lets you go through. And if you do it if you master this and do it fast enough, you can avoid the stun, which is quite crucial if you want the, say you want the top time in this game for the race. You gotta master the sips to such a degree that you can do them consistently without getting stunned. But really, it's no biggie if you can't do it. In the long run, it's not going to cost you much time. It's not going to cost you much time. And again, if you die, just press start all day, you're back real quick. But yeah, I think that's it from me and Moai-kun. I think my previous two tutorials, both Metro Cross and King Kong, definitely could have been planned out better, but well, I do hope that they helped someone at least if they felt lost in either game. But yeah, actually what I'm gonna do, well actually I don't need to do it anyway. Yeah, said I was gonna highlight my PB, but I don't really need to do that. I showed off my strategies right here. They're good strats. But yeah, thanks for having me. I guess, yeah, thanks for having me. I think I did. And yeah, as I said, just ask me if there is anything you are wondering about in either of these games, like 3 games. I'm pretty familiar with all of them.